Nofke, you're not quite dealing with the demon that has been Australian cricket, a hugely successful juggernaut of the last few years. You're dealing with you reckon you can cope with. Simon's huge take for them.
People have just stolen the air conditioning duct.
It's a bit warm up here, isn't it? What do you reckon Thomasback was thinking when he had to slip into this outfit? And you have a look at the 2020 outfit the Australians wear, very different to what they would normally wear. You sort of need weights, don't you, before you sort of spray it on you in a way. They wore this in the ICC World 2020, copped a bit of flack, but it's different. How do you think something like that, bro?
I wouldn't have thought good. I reckon he'd have to sew 2 shirts together, Tub, just to get it around.
That's unfair, but probably true.
Good strike, good strike. Vosges will like that, so will 20,000 people at the Wacker.
That's a big cross-bat slob. That's the other part of this game that we love, because that's the licence the batsmen have. Vosges, well, he knows there's a shot. That's in the textbook in 2020 cricket.
It's a problem, that kit, for Luke Thomasback and the bloke who's standing next to Marmitry box at the moment. If he had just turned up and been asked to have a game, Tom Moody, they would have struggled to find him some gear. And there's a classy bit of timing. Not quite the placement. Just what Vosges needs. Boundary there, 2 there, just to allow himself to rid the nerves, settle down and play his own game.
Mark, you were talking about the wickets that are now back in the pavilion for Australia, but I think when you look at it, 9 overs after this, the Black Caps can't get carried away, because before you know it, because in any form of the game, he's hard to get away.
Catch!
No, I won't be able to catch it. Quite carried to Daniel Vettori.
No,
Again, clever changes of pace. Timo, what's the plan?
No, I've just got to play here for a minute. So I've got till Vosges gets in, and then we might push on after that.
Okay, mate, thanks.
Here we go, come on. Wait there.
He's really concentrating, isn't he, out there? So it's hard work. And Vettori in the ICC World 2020 was one of the spin bowlers that proved to all the other teams that you should play a quality spinner if you've got one. He was taking wickets. And in fact, I think he's got a 2020 average of around 12 as a bowler, and a pretty good strike rate with that too, or runs per over. So in this form of the game, it seems to really scare the chasing team. The batsmen, even though they're out there to play the big shots, don't give themselves a little bit of time to get used to it. So if Australia are on target, and they are for 190, 180, it'll be hard to chase down later tonight.
This is anything between 160 and 200, isn't it? And it might be Andrew Symonds dependent, because if he stays in, 100 on the board now, 7 overs left after this one. If he stays in, you can't rule out 200. .37 balls the first 50, 39 balls the second 50. Symonds on strike to Oram. No, that isn't the place to bowl it. You can't be critical of the black patch today, at least not until that ball.
That's a gift. Big toss on leg stump. He's going for 4 somewhere. You're right, Mark. They haven't bowled too many bad balls. They've been pretty disciplined with the ball, and so you've got to be, because this is a gettable ground, especially straight. The boundaries aren't long, and Andrew Symonds hits a big, heavy ball.
Lovely orthodox stuff at the moment from Andrew Symonds. That works in 2022. It's 3 for 105. .23 singles. 9 times they've run 2. Just 1 3. 13 fours and 1 6. And a total of 105 as Scott Styris comes into the attack for the first time. Again, one of these very clever medium paces. Lots of changes of pace and cutters. Usually would swing the ball. We haven't seen the ball swing today at all. Usually the white ball would swing. That is big. It's plenty big enough for the whacker. Andrew Symonds flexes his muscles.
Oh, this is the danger of this patch. There we are. Into the drink. That's a big ball, and it's what he can do.
Scott Styris now, would you? First ball out the ground.
Well, I wouldn't want to be the bloke in the dunking machine. Forget Styris. Hey, Heels is out there. Can we get him around there? That's one hell of a shot. He's really become accustomed to seeing that over and over again from Symonds.
Bowling.
He's a great example of how to stay in the stroke. You don't see Symonds come up out of the shot. He's trying to hit it hard. He stays down and hits true. Oh, it's tremendous. For every 6, somebody gets one.
Oh, yes. Well done.
Whoa. Right, Ian Healy has got Michael Clarke.
Yeah, Mark, he's a bit edgy too. Clarkey, how you feeling, and the score getting up there now?
Yeah, we're getting there, mate. A few overs to go yet. I'd like Vogsy and Simmons to stay out there. They're batting well.
Well, they put on 42 or 43 right from the word go. No nerves from the debutant Burgess.
I think I did us a favour by getting out, but Ian got him out there. Look, he's batting fantastic, and we've got Pommers to come who can hit a very long ball. So I'm looking forward to seeing him have his first chance.
Oh, that's some placement as well. Lou Vincent, who's changing ends of it as well. The New Zealanders pretty crafty with their field placings. Talk us through your dismissal, mate. Good piece of bowling by Vittori, as well as Jitan Patel, to get Hussey out. They threw it up and got you into the shot.
Yeah, they both backed themselves, threw the ball up. Huss missed his, and I think I probably tried to overhit mine, but I thought it was out of hit, just didn't quite get it, Heels, unfortunately.
There's no time for thinking in here, is there?
Tell me about it.
You've got three debutants in a row. How are you feeling? There's no nerves at all?
Look, obviously there's going to be nerves. I think Pommers is still probably a little bit nervous, but once he gets out there, he'll be fine. Vogue looks fantastic.
3 for 119. I have to stop you, Clarkey.
Sorry, buddy.
I'm with the second man on that list, Michael Clarke, 33 from 26. You're in good form right from the word go. How did it feel?
I felt okay. The wicket's pretty good, so it makes life a lot easier. But, yeah, look, I felt all right. Good to get a few in the middle. get off to a half-decent start.
Yeah, definitely. And now we've got Nofke and Pommers back. How are they feeling in the dressing room, ready to go?
Look, I think they're pretty keen to get out there. I think the boys will be a little bit nervous once they get their chance. I'm sure they'll be looking forward to it.
It seems like this partnership is going effortlessly, so that's a good sign. 6 overs to go, or just under 6 overs. 214's been enough to beat them in the past. What do you think about this Perth wicket and a total?
Look, I think the wicket's fantastic. I think we can get somewhere near 200. I think it'll be a very competitive score. I think they've bowled pretty well. Like I say, with what we've got left in the shed, we're looking at around 200.
And then unleash the pace. That's what you got in your attack.
We've got plenty of quicks. I don't know if Simo thinks that. I think he'll be still keen as mustard to bowl, but yeah, we've got a pretty good attack. So I'm confident whatever we get, we can defend.
Very good. Looking forward to it, mate. Good luck.
Thanks, Heels.
Good work down there, Heels. And Mark Nicholas has just vacated it. Mark Taylor, how are you seeing it, Tub?
Well, Clark's saying 200. Got to get a move on. 81 runs in, 5.4 overs. Got some work to do.
Bowling.
So far, the spinner's doing well. Tell back into the attack, along with Vittori. Not easy to get away.
There's one thing you know, though. Symes is still out there, and Voges, well, we know he can hit a ball. Pollers back, he's going to come out. He's got that same licence. Look, I think it's very gettable, but let's hope they get 200 because it's going to be worth watching, that's for sure.
Yes, Dave.
Well bowled again. Beautifully struck, nice and straight. And he's pierced them down there. 2 men straight on the boundary, and that was right in the middle.
It's just brutal, isn't it? Andrew Symonds, enormously strong man. And that straight down the ground with a deep mid on and a deep mid off. And he could not have split him any better. He's the key, the X factor of this innings. If he can be there in the 18th, 19th, 20th overs, then Australia can get 200.
Don't you think that's the real change in his game? Once upon a time, in this form particularly, he would have tried to hit everything for 6, but he's still willing to smack it along the ground and burn the grass like that one. Now he's 4 off a half century.
Oh, that's massive. How far back's that? Oh, the 35 rows back.
That's first tier. He's in the drink again, this bloke.
In the water for you.
What about Dennis Lilly's guests in the president's room there? Their eyes would have been like fish plates.
And mind you, that's 50. It's a quick 50 for Symonds there. 52 off 26 balls. And hopefully there's more to come. Strike rate 200.
Yes, mate.
Nicely bowl. Just a single to finish off the over, but a good one for Australia. 3 for 131.
Over.
5 overs to go, and hopefully a bit more. The Andrew Symonds slot. And up on the first here. And well held. Hold your breath, mate.
Down, down.
I'll look for 2 here. They should get it. They're both really quick, Australians.
He looks surprised, that bloke in the dunking machine. I can't. Surely he's worked out by now that every time the ball goes over the line, he's going in.
Well, he was told that a free ticket is you just come and do a bit of entertainment on the side. He's feeling robbed.
Looking for 2 again, and they'll get it again. It's really good batting. Danger man, as far as Andrews is concerned. You can see that he's being a little bit more conservative, but still picking up 2 runs a ball. Just working in for 2s. Good batting.
Come on, Danny. Come on, lads. Get this one on it, boys.
He is a wonderful bowler, Daniel Vittori, in any form of the game. I mean, you should be cannon fodder in 2020 cricket if you're bowling this sort of stuff, and yet he's their best bowler. He's the most likely to get someone out, and he's also the most economical. He's a wonderful, wonderful bowler.
And that runs per over at 5.71 is pretty well what he's averaging in so far. Well, it's only early days for 2020 stuff, but that one go close to making the boundary. Doesn't quite get there. Still valuable runs. Australia's sort of heading for that total of over 190, I would say, at this stage.
Come on, Sats, what are they going to make? Come on, there's, 4.2 overs left, 3 for 130. They're going to get
196.
James.
185.
Oh, bowling, Dan.
Also bear in mind, this is Daniel Vittori's last over. Only 4 overs allowed it per bowler in this form of the game. There you go, current run rate suggests they're going to make 176.
No, it has to be a strong fence, Tub, but I don't want you to sit on it. What do you think we're looking at?
Hey, I'm asking the questions, you're just answering them, okay? You should come in for one game, all of a sudden you're running the show. 3 for 140. Simons and Voges have had a 69 from 38 balls, both playing particularly well. Simons in great form, 59 from 31. 4 overs remaining. Okay, 10 runs per over is 180. I'll say 187.
He finally is off the fence.
No, I change. 215 after that.
You sense that switch is going to be flicked now. He's in the drink, this bloke. He may as well stay in there.
Yeah, the water quality doesn't look real flash. Have a look at this. Absolutely huge from Simons. That's a massive piece of that.
And the timing is good. We know that he's got the power, but it's also the quickness of his hands playing that shot. Yeah, sure, it's a full toss, but you're not looking for a full toss in this form of the game. You're looking for the Yorkers. Cuts this time. That'll be a single this time.
Simo, there's a few coming out of the middle now.
Yeah, see, I just tried to bide my time a bit. Now I'm getting onto a couple and Vosey going nicely. We're getting a bit of momentum going here, mate.
And is your focus now, is every ball going out of this park?
No, I'm just trying to keep the shape, hit straight. It's not far down there. Then we got Vosey.
That's all right, though. It's Voges this time. One bounce and over the rope. Steve, I don't know if you can hear, mate, but you say you want to hit straight. That last 6 went over square leg. That's not what we call straight up here in the commentary box.
Yeah, I think he'd be disappointed if he called that his best ball too, though, son.
Mate, do you realise for every 6 you hit, there's a guy out here getting dunked in some sort of machine?
Yeah, I see that going on over there.
This could be out straight to him and well held. Ross Taylor out there. Ends a very fine innings though from young Adam Voges. 26 from 19. Australia lose their 4th wicket. Score 151. Well, what a debut. Luke Palmer's back as the new man for Australia. Game with his girlfriend, expecting to sit on the hill somewhere, maybe get dunked. But now he's out there playing, batting for Australia. Good player though, good hitter, and a very quick 160 odd in a Pura Cup match here not that long ago. He's got that away, probably only be a single.
It's hard to be pounding for Luke Palmer's back. This is a big audience, a couple of million watching at home and a full house here. This is a 23-year-old guy who had no idea a couple of hours ago that he was going to have anything to do with it. Now he's out in the middle.
3 overs to go and he's got to hit 6s. There's not much pressure.
He hasn't even got his own clothes on either. He's got the D-ball shirt on, which I'm assuming that's
Hodgie's shirt.
Hodgie's, yeah, Hodgie's shirt, isn't it? Sure.
Short for dodgeball. Name dodgeball. Funny movie, actually. Very funny movie. So he's got the ball on his back, number 17. No time to play yourself in.
Good thinking. Make sure you get a single. Don't get a duck on debut. 4 for 153. Three to go. 3 overs remaining. 18 deliveries. Australia 4 for 153. That's the last wicket. And Voges caught in the deep. Well caught by Ross Taylor out there. It's hit pretty well.
He did. He got a good piece of it. He looked all right, Voges. Looked like the big stage was bothering him too much. There's that man. He spent a lot of time in the water. He wants Andrew Simons out.
Gillespie back into the attack. And he'll bowl to Palmer's back. Just 1 ball so far.
He's a good bowler, Gillespie. He's hard to get hold of in the sense that he can be deceptive at his pace. And Gilchrist, the big, or the danger man at the top of the Australian list, he was the first man to go, and the only wicket that Gillespie's got so far. Have a look at this. Smacked from Gilchrist, got wide on him, and Patel leaped and hoped it stuck.
Gillespie has got 2 overs left. He can bowl overs 17 and 19. It's got a big ask. It's got a bowl to Andrew Simons. He's tucked it away nicely. He'll get 2 for this.
A real blend has come into Andrew Simons' batting. I think you mentioned earlier, Slats, at the start of his career it was just boom or bust. There was no science in it at all. In fact, I think playing for Kent, this bloke played in the first ever official 2020 game, so he knows his form of cricket, but I like the fact that he can go the journey, but also the massage.
That's hammered. Mid-off had 10 metres to move. We've got about 3 of them before that crashed into the rope.
House here at the Wacker, loving every second of Simons' batting. They're hoping Thomas Back can sort of come in with a few boundaries as well, but Simons is on fire, 73 off 36. The other thing, can you believe how consistent he is these days? There's the shots down the ground, a few on the onside, a couple on the off. Then you can see the little massages, as Bray said, just around the corner on both the off and onside to get the sneaky single. So it's got it all.
Around the wicket now, Gillespie to Simons, trying something different. Yeah, well bowled. Might look for 2, and he's going to get it, I think. Gee, that's good running. And losing to 75, 2.5 overs left. Going to get the 100. Ricky Ponting has the highest score for Australia, 98 in this form of the game. 100's on.
What a terrific piece of running this is. The ball's only just snuck outside the circle. 3 fieldsmen descending on it. Athleticism as well as the rest.
Smashed that too. Straight to long off though. Well fielded down there. Keeps it to a single. Lou Vincent's the man, and he really has patrolled those straight boundaries all day.
I mentioned high score from an Australian, Ricky Ponting, 98 not out. It was at Eden Park in Auckland, and I remember that game. I was there. They had the Kiwis in particular came out with the genuine olden day outfit, the retro style, the beige, as we saw in the 70s and 80s. It was quite a spectacle.
Simons, last ball of the over, free hit. Look at he hit it. Down you go, son. Down you go. Come on, get in. That's more like it. 4 for 169. Sure if he's dropped that or just knocked it back so he didn't go into the rope or over the rope.
He had it in the jukes for a long time. I have to have another look at this. Was worried about going over the line and therefore released the ball, or did he never actually have it? That's got to be out, doesn't it?
Yeah, he's got to claim that because he had control of it, and in the end he wasn't going to touch the rope at all. I think there's a realisation from the umpires. Maybe that's the case. No. Simo's going to get away with it, but it was an interesting decision in the end. Given that the fieldsman genuinely had control of the ball and just thought that he had a little bit more momentum than he did. It's a lucky break, Simo.
Yeah, well, you need a few in this game, Joe, I can tell you.
It's a big hit out there.
Is that a no ball? Here we go. Wait!
Simo,
Yeah.
have you targeted an area, mate? Is it now more a mid-wicket? You talked about straight earlier, but the quick bowler's on. Where are you looking?
Quicker bowlers, if he goes full and sort of off stump, I'm going to try and slice him behind point. But he's got mid-wicket going back there now, so I don't know if he's going to try and go in it. He might go in at me shorter, maybe. I'm not trying to think about it too much, just watch the ball. Yeah.
It's great to get in the mind of the batsman, isn't it? Just to see. And he just said then, well, I'm not trying to think about it too much. So he's really trusting his instinct at this point of the innings. And that man did go back to buffer the boundary on the onside.
He's not trying to think about it too much after he gave us 4 of his thoughts.
Yeah, good point.
New Zealanders, they might really know where to bowl. Luke Thomas patch, I wouldn't have thought. He actually spent a few weeks out of the game this year with suspension, a bit of a night out. He's back in the Western Australian side, now finds himself in the Australian side. That's well bowled. Walker is always a useful delivery.
That's the key for this bloke now, Tub, as well as trying to get good bat on ball. He's got to get Simons down facing the music. I mean, as good a player as Thomas Back's probably going to be, he's not where Andrew Simons is at the moment. And on 79, this is the man.
He's got 8 deliveries left. If he wants to get that 100, he's got to get 21 off those 8 balls.
This is a good over from Mills. Only 4 off it. They can change what they're chasing easily with a couple of good overs to finish.
Probably only be a single.
Well, that's it. It's a big difference in chasing 185, say, to close to 200. So big job for the Black Caps. Just over and over for them remaining. Say it's even Stevens at this stage, given the pace of the outfield, but just the condition of the pitch. The batsmen right the way through have been able to trust the bounce and pace.
Oh, that's perfect. Perfect outside edge for 4. Will do. The 19th over comes up, 4 for 1 at 78. $80 for Simons. 42 deliveries last over. He'll be thinking about that 20 on shore. Can he get 20 runs off these last 6 balls? It'll be Mark Gillespie to bowl them. He's got enough on it, he has. And it's, no, well fielded. Just the 2.
Gap out there that Andrew Simons is going to target, there's no doubt, and it comes into play more if Gillespie's going to remain around the wicket. It's an interesting strategy from him. He obviously feels he can shut Simons down in a few of his hitting areas, but I'm not sure that it does.
Change now, they're putting an extra man out on that leg side boundary. So the 3rd man is up inside the circle. Rossi bowled it. Tory will keep it to a single.
Not a bad tactic to go around the wicket, I don't think, from Gillespie. It really cramps the swinging room of Andrew Simons. He's either got to back away and get the arms free, or suddenly you find you're restricted. It's good thinking. Different now, you got the left-hander on strike. Big moment for this young bloke. Last over, they got to get the ball to the boundary.
The previous Gillespie over, he hit one right out of the screws, and I'm sure the girlfriend was jumping up and down at a Christmas cheer. It's a moment he'll never forget, this innings. Well, maybe the moment he got the phone call, you're playing.
It's going to clear him, yes, just 2. There should have been an opportunity at deep mid-wicket there. Tells the man who's had a pretty good day, a couple of wickets and a great catch early on. I think he might have misjudged this one.
That's a slow ball from Gillespie, just rolled out the back of the hand, so good deception. So I didn't quite get hold of it. Off the back, Gillespie would have thought he'd pick up his second wicket.
It's well hit. There's a man out there. Ross Taylor, good pair of hands. Went quickly. Judged it pretty well. Nice little innings there on Thomas Batch. 7 deliveries, but he hit a 4 and a 6 for his 15. 5 for 183.
Tell you what, Ray, 185's looking good. That was your prediction, Tub. 187. Well, I'm out. 196. Simons just hasn't had the strike.
Been impressed with Burgess and Thomas back on a big stage. They've both looked comfortable, mentally comfortable. They haven't panicked. They've done a good job, and the good thing here is that got the strike to the man who can do a lot of damage in the next 2 balls, and that is Roy Simons.
Ashley Noffke's the new man, the non-striker's in, and I'm sure he's pretty glad to be at the non-striker's end. With 2 balls left, Simons on strike. It's well bowled. They'll look for 2, and they're coming. And that's a good throw. That'll be touch and go. It always takes about a metre to get that ball from the hand to the stumps. Noffke's dived. Doesn't get in.
Just home.
He's going to end up with a, what do they call it, a platinum duck? Diamond duck, that's what it is, isn't it? Run out without facing a ball.
Just home, I'm going to call it. We'll see how much further it takes. He's got to go. He's out. Oh, no. No.
Yeah, that's the diamond duck, that'll be.
Good thing he's going to get an opportunity with the ball. Otherwise, it's a long way to come to not face a rock.
Yeah, that'll be out. Noffke did the right thing, though. He had to run there. Had to keep Simons on strike. This should be out. It won't worry Australia too much, because Simons will still be on strike for the last ball. Yep, you've got to go. I'm not sure why the New Zealander gets dunked when Australia loses a wicket.
Much winning for him over there, is he? He gets dunked for everything. So there's the old Daddles there coming out without facing the ball. Noffke will be looking to take wickets. That's his job today.
Tell you what that was, a beautiful throw from Patel on the boundary. Bounce throw, could not have been positioned better.
So here we go. Last delivery. Gillespie to Simons. No ball. Now, they'll take just the 1. Now, this will be a free hit, but Simons is not on strike. The 1 run scored, plus the 1 for the no ball, and it'll be a free hit. Because the batsman crossed, Brett Lee will be on strike to face this free hit delivery.
Get some bat on it.
So,
Right?
mate,
Get yourself in a good hitting position. Yes, Tub.
mate, what was the story there,
Run,
mate?
run
Why would you not run 2 there and get the free hit to face the last ball?
He would never have made it back. Oh, well. Yeah, I mean, Tubby, you're a skipper. I'm not, mate. I don't think of those sorts of things.
Mate, you've told us in the press that you've got captaincy aspirations.
Yeah, well, from the sideline I would have done that. But out here, it's a bit different.
Mate, it's tougher up here. I can see it's tougher.
Yeah.
Scoring 85s look pretty easy out there.
Yeah, I'm
46
running up
balls.
there for a little while too. Things are getting a little blurry. Here we go. Let's see how Bingo goes with this one. No,
It's pretty well bowled. Shorter ball. And that will be the end of the Australian innings. 6 for 186. Now, Andrew Simons.
Yes.
Tell us about your score, mate. 6 for 186. Is that what you were after when you started?
Yeah, we said 160 would be a good score. And if we keep wickets in hand, we can probably get 180. So I reckon we've done sort of a bit better than average, you know.
Tell me about yourself. Obviously, you sound a bit tired there. You're puffing a bit. But how hard on you is that sort of innings?
Yeah, it's just the whole time you're on the go, you know. It's a game where you got to be ready to run the minute you come out.
Well, mate, congratulations on a superb night. Enjoy the crowd who are on their feet. That was a terrific innings from Andrew Simons, and we also thank him for his time that he's given us. And we've now got Ian Healy on the sideline with the New Zealand captain.
Dan, they've just been talking about Andrew Simons' knock of 85. Not a lot went wrong for you guys. Are you happy with that?
Yeah, not too bad. I think we just missed a little bit to Simons, and if you do that, then you can get hurt, and you see how big he